This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
So anyway, it's just one of those things. It's life, part of life, man. You know, I don't like dealing with this skin cancer. I don't like dealing with that either. But that's the hand I've been dealt. And the only thing I can do is to get healthy and go through all the procedures to ensure that can happen. I know on the 22nd of November, I'm having the doctor found 2 more places on my back, and he's going to cut those out in one appointment. And then earlier in the day, I'll have gone to my cancer doctor, and they had to build a boot for me to do the radiation accurately, which I'm all for. And so it's 2 different processes. One is my back, 2 places on my back I didn't know I had, and the other is the big one that's on my ankle. And ironically, the one on my ankle is healing up real well. It's almost, you still see that there's an issue, but it doesn't look as gross and as gruesome as it when I displayed that picture, which I wish I had not done, quite honestly, but I did. I would believe in sharing with the fans,
right? And
maybe to a faulty degree, to be honest with you. So I got a big month in November. You know, it's got to be an aggressive month, and I, unfortunately, you know, I wanted to, as I said earlier, Paul, I wanted to make sure I could still do my stuff. I'll know more about that after November 22. But you know, if I can, I got to put my health first.
I speak on behalf of the wrestling fans. We want JR to focus on JR.
I think that's the right thing to do.
Yes, sir.
Ego wise, you know, people say, are you worried about, you know, getting replaced? No, hell no. I work for Tony Khan. I work for a different man than I worked for in the past. And he has been nothing but amazing in this whole process, to the point of whatever you need, we'll take care of you. And you know, whatever you need to do to get you healthy again, that's what we'll, you know, we're ready to take every step of the way with you. And the irony of this is that, unlike a lot of wrestling bosses, I believe him. I trust him, and that I can't tell you how much that takes a load off your chest, where I can go back and focus on the business I love, which is pro wrestling. So that's where I am on those couple of matters. You know, it's just a battle you got to fight, man. And I don't need no woe is me. I don't need anybody feeling sorry. I don't need a GoFundMe page. I don't need any of that stuff. Thank God. But I'm damn sure I'm going to fight this with everything I got, and get through these radiation treatments, and hopefully just move on about my business. And it may be timed real good, because I know we're going to TVS in January. I'd really like to be good to go by January, and back in the announce booth. And I may not miss many shows at all. I don't know yet. And if somebody can't figure that out, well, why don't you know? We need to know. We've got to know.
Oh my God.
Well, the deal is, I've never had radiation.
Right.
I don't know. Again,
brand new going through this.
Oh yeah. So I got to figure out how I'm going to feel.
Yeah.
And am I going to be able to, if I can't do my work to the level that I am comfortable with, there's no way in hell I'm going to force that on the fans. But when I get full of piss and vinegar and I get healthy, watch out. So that's where we are with those 2 items. Hey, I wake up every morning in this cancer battle, thankful that I have a boss that understands my plight. And he also understands, more than perhaps anybody in an administrative position, how important the pro wrestling business is to me, and how much I don't want to hang up my headsets. So, and Tony knows that. Tony's been a fan of my work for years, since he was a kid in junior high. And I told him before, to his face, long before this cancer thing popped up, that I want him to be my last boss. I'm not looking for, if I got released, I would not be out knocking on the doors of other companies,
right,
to see if they had to work for me. You know, Paul, I'll be 70 in January. So it's not like I'm a spring chicken. I still can do what I do, I think, at least my ego tells me I'm still pretty decent. Am I as good as I used to be? Probably not. Do I mispronounce a word or two every now and then? Yep.
And we love you for it.
You know, so what the hell? I am what I am, and I blemishes and all, man.
Yeah.
That's just the hand we're dealt and the life we lead. I am going to run the plays. I suggest you have the same attitude, outwork everybody, outperform people, and never let your memory or your image vanish from television. It was just it was time for a change. I think that was during the time that they were trying to hire Mike Goldberg of UFC, and that never got off the ground. Really,
we'll see how that worked out.
Well, he got good advice from Mark Ratner, the Hall of Fame MMA guy, one of my best buddies, one of the finest men I've ever met. And I think Goldberg quizzed Mark about it because Mark's a big fan. He's former chairman of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So he had a lot of interactions with pro wrestling. He said, you're following somebody you can't follow. This is not your thing. And you're going to be hated because you're going to be the chosen one now in the eyes of Vince, and people aren't going to like you. And I don't say that in a braggadocious way because I don't wish that on anybody, but the bottom line is Mark was right, and Goldberg took his advice, and they went to plan B. So anyway, it's just one of those things, just life, part of life, man.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.